Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got to go, whoa. Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I think the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute, salute. As you come on in, please know that this is a safe space. This is a space for learning and being learned. This is a space for educating and being educated. This is a space for love, being love, showing love. This is a space for intellect, intelligence, all on a path to seeking true liberation. Yes, indeed, as you come on in, my classroom assistants, please have the green screen link in the chat for the duration of class. And if anybody is in need of anger management, yo, I'm telling you, if you didn't book your assessment, Labor Day is right here. I'm telling you, if you didn't book your assessment and catch that deal, that's on you. I'm telling you, it is on you. Labor Day is right here, and the price is going back. So if you don't catch the sale, that's on you. I'm telling you, if you're in need of anger management, book your assessment. If anybody is in need of domestic violence, intimate partner abuse, please book an assessment, learn the strategies, and you could be saving a life. Maybe your own. Let's get to it. Hold up, who's in class bright and early? Hey, bro. Brown. We see it. We see it. We see the D. The chocolate city's in the spotty spot. Carol. We see Carol. Huh? We see Carol Durman. See in the spotty spot. Camden, salute. Huh? We see you. Spectacular Enterprise. Disrupting Reality, NYC. Saul. Ken. What up, Ken? Ghost up. What up? Uh-oh. Darrell. Javon. Could be anywhere in the 50 states. We don't know where he at. He driving, though. Heavyweight contributor to the platform. Big Soul, what up? GB. Born Allah. Huh? Peace and power. Almighty, what up? What up? Uh-oh. M. Dot, yeah, you early. Kevin Willis, what up, what up? Vitamin Vision TV. Oh, you already got a D. I don't even know why you showing up. You missed the whole summer course. You getting a D. Jerry, salute, salute. Jewels. Jewels. Salute. D, what up? My day one. Huh? What up, Poppy? Peace. What up? What up? What up? I hope you catch the replay, because when you get a quiz, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. When you get that quiz, you get that test, Mr. I caught the replay. It's going to show if you caught it or not. Yeah. You're going to be in the back of the class with the D's. All the D and F people in the back. Damn. I ain't catch that class. You caught that class. When did he say that? All y'all in the back with the D's. Now you want to drop out of school and all that. Nah. Don't blame it on the teacher. Louis, what up? Joey, what up? Barbara, how you doing? Let's get to it, y'all. Hold on now. Somebody, anybody, call Mr. Santana, Mr. Raymond Santana. Somebody call him to class. Call him to class. Steve Harvey, Mr. Think Like a Man. Call him to class. Yes. And damn it. Somebody call Dr. Umar. We done asked him to be called to class 5 times. 5 times. Salute, Ken. Salute for the green screen. 5 times we called Dr. Umar to class. We tried to warn him. We told him what was getting ready to happen. It happened. We tried to catch him. 5 times we called him to class. Now it's too late. Too late. We said what was going to happen. I said what was going to happen. Too late now. His grippers have officially been greased up, manipulated, and soiled. But it ain't only about them. We're going to discuss how ladies of the evening, scallies, do-rights, like we used to call them back in the day, shorty, a do-right, runties, these type of dotty dots, how they have been utilized against us. And when I say us, I'm talking about some of the most intelligent and committed people of the struggle. Oh yeah. Now, follow me, because as always in class, everything ties in. So Mr. Raymond Santana of the Exonerated 5, a case and lives that we learned about early on in the streets of New York City. It touched me at the time it took place because I had just left the streets and went into the service. So when the Exonerated 5 caught their case, I made an attempt to keep an eye on it as far as the information and things because of the terminology that they were using. And I knew that it didn't fit these kids. You understand? When we were wilding in the streets, 86, 87, 88, when the term wilding came out of BK, we wilding. It was a very different context. We was wilding meaning that, anything that we seen on Wall Street, anything that we seen in Midtown Manhattan, anything that we seen on the Diamond Block, we was going to touch. We didn't care if D's was roaming. We didn't care if blue coats, which is the regular uniform officers, was about. If we saw, we was taking it. That's what we was doing. And these superheroes, we was going to do what we had to do. And that means that we was on and up. What was we taking? Diamonds, Rolexes, rolls, money, whatever we saw from able-bodied individuals. We're not talking elderly men. We talking anybody. And for us, I'm telling you, 16, 17 years old, adolescents running wild. We looking at people, if you 25, 26, 30, 40, you grown man, you supposed to be able to defend yourself and keep that roll that you got in your pocket. Keep that roll. Keep these toys, these expensive items that showed your wealth. You're supposed to be able to hold that down from little skinny kids. That's what wilding was about. When I left, and I'm telling you, I was digging pockets. One day, the very next morning on a flight to El Paso, Texas to go to basic training, I literally went from the street to the service. So now, no music, no newspapers, nothing for 8 to 10 weeks of basic training. So when I did hear about it and finally caught it and was taken aback by the articles that was saying youth wilding in Central Park, attack a jogger, that shit was like, And then when we watching them, seeing the faces and looking at the ages, I'm like, nah, they wasn't built like that. That's not that. So I immediately knew that was off, because that's not how young dudes, that's not how, and they were pre-adolescent, that's not how those type of individuals get down. The whole description, the whole actual crime was nothing that these little individuals could have committed. I didn't believe it from the rip. Youth didn't get down like that during that era. Just didn't. And as the case went on and as things were going out through the years, you start to feel the ways about them, and you like, nah, man, that shit ain't right. So at the time when they were exonerated and you know, that news started unfolding and they were coming home and things like that, you felt terrible if you was in them streets like that. I mean, for real, if you was a seasoned individual, you knew that, yo, they got shafted from the rip. So it left a terrible taste in your mouth if you was in the streets for real. If you was in that and you saw how the system dealt with them and how they responded to the system. That's what really bothered me. How they responded, because they wasn't built. Some individuals are built for it. I told you, I done got whooped out, stomped on, walkie-talkies to the temple, gun butts, spit on, cuffed in the air, punched in the belly, kicked, all type of shit. And shrugged my shoulders. And for us, it was part of it. You go through the system, you don't tell them your name or nothing. Wait till you get to Raymond. They want to figure out who you are. My prince ain't come. We putting crazy glue on our tips and all. Some people just through routine, and it's not a point of bragging, it's not a badge, but it just came with it. And others, it didn't. They didn't know. Some people go through and not know what it is, not know what they trying to pull on you. The good cop, bad cop, not know none of that. And I knew that. So I, definitely felt the ways about it. And then recently, the movie comes through when they see us, right? And I'm like, wow. And now someone eloquently and beautifully put this ugly case on film, and you see it and you hear it and you watching, and the shit hit me. I'm not gonna front, it hit me hard. Certain scenes in it just rocked me because I went through it. I've been through the system as an adolescent. I've been through the system as an adult. I've been through it. I felt different ways about it. Especially when Shorty said, yo, I lied on you. That shit did something that only certain cinematic things have ever done to me. I felt that shit. I was like, whoo. And what they went through. So, I get it. I understand it. I get it. So now, of course, we know the story. They get exonerated. They get the bag. Well deserved. Well deserved. We don't know who these young men could have been. And now we see what they are as adults. They all took different paths. They all were traumatized differently through the system. But again, very few of us know them. We don't know them. We know how they've been presented. Which brings us to tonight's class. And how that trauma and the trauma of going in and out of the system and getting different ideas and being around certain individuals can form your psyche. So we get to Mr. Raymond Santana, who gets the bag. And we are all, those of us who are in the entertainment and into social media, was quite surprised and taken aback by seeing him with Deelishis. Deelishis. I'm like this, hold on. I'm trying to get this together. I'm trying to think about it. We know what it is. We know he's traumatized as an adolescent, back and forth in the system, coming from Upper Manhattan. We know that. But hold on. Homie gets his bag. We don't see him for a minute and then pops up on social media rather frequently. And next thing we know, he's with Deelishis. Guinness. Salute for the super chat. And I'm like, hold on. Hold on a minute. I know homie been in and out. And I know homie did some time. But shit, I did a dime and I know who Deelishis is. I mean, shit, we had nothing to do but watch television. So I seen where she originated, where she got her fame from. Deelishis was on Flavor of Love. And not only on Flavor of Love, she was the winner. And not only was she the winner, but we watched throughout the entire season, she kissed Flav. Like literally, she kissed Flav. Now, I don't know Flav personally, but I've seen him quite a few times. I've seen him in Harlem. I've seen him in the city. I've seen him numerous times. And who he is who he is. And we all know Flav is a custody. And we know that he was a custody on Flavor of Love. So I was puzzled to see why would this young man from the Exonerated 5 with the pick of anyone. He's around politicians, around intellectuals, doctors, nurses, educators. Deelishis? She kissed Flav. And it's not no allegations, not no alleged. Professor Griff gave it up and told us he was a custody. He was smoking, crunching at the video shoot for Night of the Living Bassheads. You got an anti-drug, anti-narcotic, anti-crack video, and you crunching, smoking. Long history of drug addiction, drug abuse, and she kissed Flav. Now, don't get me wrong. He could be the funniest person in the world, could have the best heart, could be the most talented. I'm not dealing with nobody who kissed Flav. I'm sorry. I don't care what she looked like. I don't care how she presents. She could be the most beautiful woman. She kissed Flav, man. Several times. And those of us who know others who know what go on behind the scenes of that show throughout the seasons, Flav was knocking a few of them down. Son, nah, man. Nah. So why would she kiss Flav? Because, of course, she wanted to win the show. And, of course, that right there was an introduction to the whip. That was an introduction to the whip because later on, we come to find out that she can sing. She can blow. Talented. So now, in hindsight, we know, so that's kind of a casting couch type thing. Reality TV. With the contracts and different things, that became a casting couch for people to get into the whip, to expose themselves to the industry. And as we've seen, many people have skipped over acting classes, skipped over off-Broadway and all that, went from reality TV to movies to televisions to becoming a brand. So she was getting in the whip. And when you get in the whip like that, what do we say? You selling yourself, you sold out. You going to get your grippers violated, manipulated, and all that to get in the whip. So that's what she was. That's what she been about. That's what she been about. Now, what separated her from the rest was that she was as attractive as she was and had talent. But as you remember, there was a nice amount of space between reality TV and the internet. And a lot of people were trying to figure things out. A lot of people was trying to find their way. She was one of the first to utilize the internet, right? It was a few of them that happened either purposely or by default to go viral before any of this viral shit was kicking off, right? Remember Tahiri was like the first viral person or entity or ass, if we remember Tahiri was first. That was all on the computers. Facebook, Black People Meet, Black Planet, and all that. Remember, Joe Budden Tahiri, who was this girl that he's dealing with. That was, boom. Remember, a lot of them didn't make that transition. Gloria Velez and what's the other chick? Jessica Rabbit chick. Melissa Ford, all them vixens. When publications, paper publications, magazines fell off and internet, certain ones was able to make the transition. Still wasn't eating off it, but they was able to do some things. Deelishis was one of them after she came in and started moving and people said, oh, okay, there go home girl. Because remember, She was trying to do a thing with the music. She was literally the first K. Michelle, the first Megan Thee Stallion, the first voluptuous big body that could blow. Time wasn't right. Or probably didn't have a good writer. Whatever the hell took place, it didn't move. What's she going to do? Listen, broad is going to eat. They're going to do what they do. And at the time when sex sells, she going to do what she do. Remember, a lot of them was getting famous and getting burned. Remember, New York, from the show, she got her own show and did her thing for 3-4 seasons. Flav did more and an offshoot with him and Bridget. Then you see Bucky. Bucky caught up in some sex tape thing, and next thing we know, you in Love and Hip Hop. Remember, the Gripper Games was being played. But y'all gotta go back and remember, recall, be like, oh, word. So what is she gonna do? The winner, right? Remember, Hoops broke out and did her thing too. Everybody gonna do right, and I'm not gonna get no, nah. So she start turning up. You see Deelishis everywhere. And then by the time Instagram came through, following, immediate. But she is what she is. She kissed Flav. Son, she kissed Flav. So that means she's going to do whatever she got to do to keep her bread up and to remain relevant in the industry. Why would homie marry that? Let's see. Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know her. I know what I'm watching. I know how the industry moves. I know the depravity of what certain women or any woman have to do to remain relevant in there. See, we see Harvey Weinstein. We see the story. We see all that. We hear it. We're not going to ignore that. She's not excused from that. Don't think that people, because they're in different spaces, get a pass, or we figuring they don't have to do it. All the checks come from the same space. So homie, with his settlement bread, right, which really is not a lot, but it is when you got that. It's not like them saying, yo, this dude just signed $1 million deal with Cash Money, or yo, he just got $1 million from Def Jam, and nah. These Exonerated 5 dudes got that bread. Boom, from the city. Boom, from the state. Dudes got their bread, so son is up. At what point does anybody, at what point, let's be specific, does any woman not know that these dudes is up? They up. They up. Homie, you don't know that? You don't know that she's a siren? She's a vixen? She uses her body to entice and get bread? That's what she does. So you can't get mad because you knew who she was. She get bread just for showing up at the club. She get bread just for showing up and hosting a party. She get bread to sit on the radio. She get bread. Not getting bread because of her intelligence. She's not sitting down at the conference full of woke folk. She not, no. This is coming because she got ass ditties. So we don't know to what extent she's willing to make sure that mortgage payment is due. We don't know. But homie, you know. And you know that there's a possibility. So, lo and behold, though, we hear, we see them, they in lives together, booed up and all that. Bang! engagements in 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. Met in December, married in June. 6 months. Man, listen. And this is going to be in a later in the class. I'm going to tell you, ain't no way in hell you marry people in 6 months. There's no way. Not today, not yesterday. Don't make sense. There's too much about a person that you have to learn that you can't learn in 6 months. Sometimes in 6 months, you don't even know what a shit smell like. 6 months? You saying I do? Really? After she kissed Flav? Lo and behold, what happens? Now we see him on lives. Now we see it all over the internet. He filing for divorce. Whoa, wait. She cheated on me. Whoa, wait. She called police. Now, being somebody who was formerly incarcerated, I know what it is. Threaten police on me. I'm not fucking with you at all either. I don't give a damn. I don't care who you are. You threaten me with police. We done. We done. Especially in this day and time when at any given time, if somebody calls law enforcement, you damn near giving somebody the gun to blow me out and away. Simple as that. That is not something you do. I'm not doing it on no one. Telling you don't know what the end result of that may be. So definitely we in some type of relation. Calling police. Now you dead. Ain't even no coming back from that. I get that. But cheating? Homie, cheating. You don't believe you knew what? Infidelity. I know cheating? Homie, she kissed Flav. She kissed Flavor. She kissed Flav. And you talking about cheating? Come on, son. No, you ain't. No, those ain't that sensitive. And now, after all of the videos that she consistently did before you, while you were there and in your whatever squabbles y'all been having, consistent. She sells her body. She said, son, you know what it is. Now it's an issue. And again, as I said before, we never know what type of conversations people have or their agreements when they're together, their contracts when they're together, especially when men campaign at women. We don't know, so we can't sit in a space where we know what's going on in people's bedrooms. We don't know. People put these titles on each other. This, my boo, my thing, my God, my wife, my this, my that, all this other shit. We don't know. So for us to judge, right, like we try to do with Will and Jada, and we don't know what cheating is for them. We don't know that. They may be doing all type of shit, and for them, cheating is, you don't let nobody hit the grippers. Okay, yeah, they can do anything else, but they don't get the grippers. So we looking at, damn, they doing this, they doing that, but for them, as long as don't nobody go on her grippers, he good with it. And maybe for her too. Don't let nobody hit your grippers, so we don't know what's cheating for a couple. But now he putting it out there. Whatever it was, whatever the infidelity was, it was between them two. But what I'm saying is when you throw it out in the public with this sensitive Karen shit and trying to make it seem as though we should look at her differently. Nah, homie. Nah. No, it don't work like that, man. She's in the industry. In the industry. And she kissed Flav. So, for me, all back, you kiss Flav, damn it. I know you would kiss Usher or Chris Brown or any one of these, what they call, studly dudes or what do you call them? Heartthrobs. Like, for real? For real, homie. Come on, man. Nah. We're not going to run this around the internet and start having this discussion of what marriage is, what cheating is, and oh, she cheated on me. Nah, fam. No. You walked into that. 6 months. Married her 6 months. Married her in 6 months. After she kissed Flav. Nah. You're not dragging this through and having pity party and barbershop talk and all this other weirdo shit. No, sir. No, sir. You gonna wear that L. That's a lesson. And I'm making a point because a lot of men are moving in that direction, especially since this thought era came through and loving the thoughts and we watching and going crazy and putting them in a position. They got position now. We talking about people holding court on platforms and saying my booty hold brown. And cameras and microphones is on them. And people are attentive and paying attention. This is where we at with it. Because people, values and morals. And when I say people, I'm talking about black men. Morals, values have shifted to a place where you putting them head of the line. In public. We know for an absolute fact how our women carried themselves and how hard it was to even get to a space of intimacy with our women. In the last 2 decades, y'all have made it so where that shit is out the window and women don't know where they stand and really don't know how to figure this shit out because y'all putting these smuts up front and giving them carte blanche and telling them they don't have to do nothing but lay up. Not cooking, not cleaning, not taking care of kids, and sometimes not even taking care of their ass. You know, had them saying they don't take showers on the regular. And all type of weird shit that black women would never say. Ever. What is going on? So now we got a homie sitting here and getting ready to go all through social media because damn it, everybody wants to know. They're going to want to know, son, you had Deelishis. And all the little derelict dudes and all these dudes that never had no broads because they look and see her presenting a certain way, believing she's something that she may not be. The image is what's getting these men caught up. That's what's doing it. Dudes is ruining their lives over a pair of eyelashes, pair of tights, god damn it, and a bubble. Ruining their lives. A wig, eyelashes, and tights, and niggas turning his neck, breaking his neck. Not knowing nothing about these women at all, but they're not a challenge. So they moving. And then they let Euros, the European executives at television, put that image through. We even seen some of them I know for a fact is special needs. And they was throwing them around. Like they was Dom, Jessica Dom, special needs. No, she's special needs. I guarantee you that go to her school records. And dudes like, yo, that's the Dom. They looking at, really? Wilson, salute. So this is where we at with it. But watch this. Because even though Mr. Santana is going through that, look at how this shit continues. Because, again, we know as a young person he was traumatized. We know that if he hasn't had specific therapy to deal with it and to socialize in a different manner, because remember, he went through extremes. You go through your childhood getting beat and abused by police and the jail system, on and off, in and out, and not getting the right spaces where you are. Salute, Molly. Where you are able to socialize and make proper decisions, especially when it comes time to pick a mate. Yo, it's critical. We know that. But how does that same shit happen to Dr. Umar? This is where we going at with that. This is where we going. And then it get co-signed. Okay? Because we see. Okay. We see Deelishis. We see that. You're like, okay. We were sold on that. Sold on it. We was like, damn. She on Flavor Love from the first beginning. Woo! Shit. We looking. Image. Looking. Watching the show week by week. Looking. Then she kissed him. We like, she kissed Flame. It puts your head, you like, hold up. Then you see shit like Jermaine Dupri with Janet Jackson. You like, hold on. This shit, wasn't going down. 80s, early 90s, that shit wasn't going down. You know how hard it was? You know how a man had to present to get pieces that look anywhere near like that? No. So now it's throwing dudes. Dudes like, hold up. And then you move it with the culture. You start seeing dudes like, yo, hold on. These dudes make a record, they get right, Biggie, and shit like that. You're like, hold on. It just shifts. So now, what happens? It's all about the bag. Yo, he getting the bag. So it's no longer about the quality of the man. It's no longer about how real the dude is. It's about somebody saying he getting the bag. But the bag come from the Euro. It don't come from him. So when we watching that, we like, damn, she kissed Flav. And I'm like, yo, hold up. That shit is off. But then I go back to what my buddy told me. Woo, Charlie Lemon, Memphis finest. Man, these women do whatever as long as you support what they got going on up here. Supply and demand. You understand? So now, the industry supplying that lifeline is saving them, because one thing a woman is not going to be is out destitute. She going to find a way. And if she got to give up them grippers to make sure that refrigerator stacked, make sure that belly full and she can sustain herself, she going to do it. That's what they do in that type of element. So now we know and understand it. And if you have a certain intelligence and intellect, you understand it even further, because you know that anything that has to deal with our behavior on a lesser level, on a lower vibration, come from trying to measure up to the Euro value system and their standards. So you know that already. So Dr. Umar is supposed to know that already. So now, for whatever reason, he wants to get in the whip. Maybe he didn't take enough money for the schools. Maybe he didn't take enough money from running around viral. So maybe he didn't get enough bread, or maybe he just always had aspirations to get in the whip, because now he's with the worst of the worst. We said it 3 or 4 classes already. This young woman, much younger, is going to get his grippers. She got the grippers. So now, if anybody had any reservations about him and leadership, as we said in class, it's done. You finished. Homie, you couldn't get a nickel or nothing. You out of here. You let this little smut bucket get up on you to the face? Like, first it was just a shoot a shot. Second it was I would meet her. Then it went to, yo, picture together. Then it went to, nah, don't worry about that. Oh, Suzuki, all right? To cheek to cheek. Hold on. What's going on here? As I told y'all, once them grippers get got, it's a gotcha. In line. But look at how it gets co-signed. Here we go. My song. Supposed activist. Supposed gangster. Right? Co-signs. Listen up. Listen now. We talking about this chick who first went viral crying because she was stretched out in porn. Crying, I sold my soul. Let's remember. And those of us who are up on Pornhub and XNXX and all that, no, seen the work. But look how it get co-signed, how the infiltration works, and what they had the audacity to say. My son, Malcolm Little, was able to change from a drug dealer and a pimp, but Suki can't change? F out of here. In exclamations. Listen, salute at Dr. Umar Johnson. This is what he said. Stop complaining about our queens being lost and promoting sex, etc., and be the man that helps them evolve and grow. I'm rooting for this. This is y'all man, my son. I'm rooting for this. When a real black king is present, a woman will acknowledge and take his leadership, but everybody ain't built for that. Only lions can lead a lioness. I have faith. Exclamation point. Hashtag protect black women. Side note, there was a black woman who was under the care of Reverend Al Sharpton, one of the mentors for my son, who was attacked sexually by a little Euro lawyer. And they didn't protect her. Let's make that. Let's keep that. Made her appear to be a victim. Didn't protect her. They didn't hold her down. Okay? But this is what he said. He compared, salute Jonathan, much appreciated for the green screen. He just compared Suki, Anna, the partner, the booty hole Brown. Suki with the good stuff. He compared her to Malcolm X, to Malcolm Little? Really? As if we don't know the change, the conditions that Malcolm Little had to go through before he became Malcolm X. Malcolm Little had to go into the cocoon, the death cocoon of prison. And find the nation who helped them through that transition to become that. What the fuck? Suki? So she's not going to go to prison. She's not finding the nation. She's going to go from Pornhub to Lioness? Really? After he made this statement on Twitter, the next day, she was in her drawers again. On her live. Still talking about how good a Gucci is and all that. So when is she going to take his leadership? Because it seems like she in the lead. But this is the cosign. This is when I tell you the conscious community shit is out of here. Nothing. No goals, no framework, nothing. Move that shit to the side, at least in the social media realm, as what these individuals is painting it as. They comparing Suki to Malcolm Little. Co-signing this dumb shit. Her booty old brown painting the town brown. That's what they doing. But, excuse me, those who supposed to know better is co-signing that. Now, we're not talking about how in Algiers they utilize the prostitutes to smash out the French and run them out. We're not talking about that in France Fanon. We're not talking about the wretched of the earth, how they utilize the prostitutes and loose women to carry grenades, to get up into the French quarters where the military was. We're not talking about utilizing them for that. Nah, because that ain't going on. We already know that. These dudes ain't built for that. So at what point is he going to give her any type of instructions? Because he's getting in the whip. Oh yeah, he's getting in the whip. He want to be where Steve Harvey is. That's what the thing is. They all want the bags. And these bags have become poison. He want the bag. He want the Steve Harvey bag. But what did that do with Steve? Because again, here go the allegations. His broad giving that cookie up. Like he said, yeah, I got a woman. She got, you got to know how to preserve the cookies 90 days and all that. This broad you paying for, you supporting, done had a tarnished rap already. Alleged rap. Bang down. Do some bang the box out. You big old country boy like to say, I'm a country boy, just old country Steve. You wifed it. Now you're trying to, what? What? And again, it is what it is. We're not here to beat up on these bras. We're not even here to beat up on the dudes. But this is the game. This is what it is in entertainment. This is what it is when you get to the bag. It's pimps and hoes. This is what it is. It's campaigning. It's renegades. It's who's the real Mac type of situations. But they're making an attempt to push it in and give it intelligent dialogue. And it's not. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's these lame-ass dudes getting with these slick-ass women's twats, slick, and now you crying. Nigga, because you put your foot in something that you wasn't ready for, but we supposed to accept it. We supposed to tolerate it. We supposed to not view you as a clown. These dudes is clowns. That's what they are. They clowns. They making terrible decisions. And we supposed to sit here and be like this, oh, what? Oh, nah, anybody could have got caught like that. No, the fuck anybody couldn't. Oh, no. She kissed Flav. Suki had all type of man sputum all over her. We already know that. This is what it is. This is how they rock. But when it's dangerous is when you allow it in the spaces where we supposed to have committed people working towards something better, making sure we all have the potential to be greater. That is what leadership is. And in that space, you don't have no wiggle room for no bad decisions, costly decisions. You just don't. You don't. It's simple as that. Because women going to do what they going to do, especially in that industry. All bets is off. Ain't nothing in that industry but getting to the bag. And the bag is minimal. It's not a lot of it running around. So they going to get one opportunity, one shot to be around it. That's it. And they don't care who they supposed to be attached to. That's what you're supposed to know as a man in that industry. Unless you bringing something in there that you got, that's for you. But if they already in it, they already been through the ringer, you gonna wife them, you gonna... Fucking clown. These dudes is clowns. You crazy? Clowns. Clowns. That's where we at with it now. That's what it... Come on. So who are we not to look at it for what it is? And say, yo, hold on. I'm not part of that. And it has nothing to do with their appetites. It just doesn't. How we move, our commitment to what we do, how we work, has nothing to do with your appetite. If you have a specific sexual appetite, if you have a specific kink and all that, that's what that is. That's why these women go to church all day, all week. It don't mean shit. Because your little box be growling while you sitting in the goddamn pews. That has nothing to do with that at all. But again, when you follow in the Euro construct of what spirituality is supposed to be, of what conduct and behavior is supposed to be, you confuse. You confuse. That's why it's so easy for all of them to be in that space and talk about, oh, praise God, oh, Jesus gave me this, God gave me this. You on a pole. That's what God gave you that? You've been on a pole every day, every weekend for 3 years, and you got a little stash? And you said, oh, Jesus gave me that. Really? Really? Word? The one don't have nothing to do. It don't have nothing to do with the other. At all. At all. So when you see these dudes crying and complaining and talking about the women, and homie, you chose that. You chose that. And she chose you. Believing that you understood who she was. That's how hoes choose. Because they present themselves, and when they open themselves up to you, and you have this conversation, this dialogue, this contract, because you campaigned at her, because you had the bag. And you said, this is me. And she said, oh yeah, I know you. What you got? And you said, yo, listen, I got the bag. I'm such and such. And she said, well, I'm such and such, and you know, because this is how she present. And there's an understanding here. Somebody reneged on the understanding. And somebody reneged on the understanding. Right? Because you presented yourself as such. She presented herself. Oh, you going to take care of me. I got a little something. I was able to sustain myself alone. But now that you here, you're going to help me. Come on, man. I don't have time. I'm a soldier. I don't have time for the sensitive heart nigga shit when it come to women. I look at you, homie. How she responds is a reflection of you, not the other way around. How you gonna be stand-up dude and get with a broad that's been loose in the life and you fail at manipulating that situation to turn her into something else? That's on you. That's on you. And then they get it stuck in their heart and chest and go on social media and cry and bitch and child support and taking me there. I'm going to court and cry and whine. If she a flat tire, get rid of the flat tire, nigga. Don't think about it. How many times you done caught a flat and had to get a new tire? You still thinking about the tires you got 3-4 tires ago? So if she was not who you thought she was or how she presented or you did, she's a flat tire. But you crying to us. You caught up on a flat tire? Instead of changing and getting rid of it? That's some other shit. And dudes got to get up out of that. Not holding this in your heart. Women too. Y'all wouldn't be holding that shit in your chest. Thinking consistently. Get rid of that shit and keep it moving. It's a lesson, chalk it up and move. We can get over-consumed with it because that ego is bruised. Ego is bruised because you wasn't moving in your purpose. You wasn't moving in a purpose. You was moving in an image. You was moving in something that was fantasy. Y'all thought the bag was a bag. And it was going to fix everything. And it didn't fix nothing. Nothing. You fell in love with eyelashes and an ass. Chicks fall in love with a bag, a car, a watch. And y'all think that that shit gonna last? Come on. And I want y'all to watch and to see the theatrics. Because when that politics shit mix with Hollywood and that lower level shit, it's a bag. The Euros learn that quick. You see, they got rid of Marilyn Monroe quick. They don't play with that. Nobody plays with it. I'm telling you. Anybody that's serious about the growth of their person, the growth of their people, of the nation, the growth, they don't play with that. Y'all see that viral video that Ethiopian chick that was dancing without her hijab. Her brother beat bone and blood up out of her head. And I'm not condoning that shit, but that's to the extreme that people go when it says, yo, hold on, we not having our women viewed as any less than that. Okay? That's how serious it is. So when you have a Umar with this, when you have a Raymond Santana with that, and a Steve Harvey with that, what? Really? What you expect? What you expect? Now, the whole nation is looked at weird. Because these are the people who got y'all attention. I keep telling you who you pay attention to. Paying attention is the new currency. So when you pay attention to this bullshit, that's what they look at. They collect the data. They said, this is what these people look at? These are who these people like? Oh, we got we got them. We got them. That's who they call all black and powerful? This is the Pan-Africanist? This is the King Kong consciousness? Oh, we got them. We got them. We gonna believe that the Euro's in charge, that they watch everything, that they got the all-seeing eye, that they can do this and they can shift the goddamn earth and make the earthquakes and hurricanes. We believe all that? And you don't believe that they not watching this dumb shit? Come on, man. Y'all in this class. Y'all here. This is this class here. Who you pay attention to is who you become. The ideas, the words, the conversation, what goes on up in here, in the front and subconsciously, is who you become. So when you listen to garbage, when you view garbage, you become garbage. You're not taking serious. And it's co-signed. My son co-signed Umar and Suki. And as soon as he co-signed it, she showed her ass. Nah, nigga, I run this. Deep. Clown shit. That's why I be for Dolo. I'm telling you, we have to be serious in this shit, or we lose. Just that simple. Just that simple. So again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. I say, not believe in me, believe in my belief in you. When you have the potential to be greater and you recognize that potential to be greater every second, every minute, every hour of the day, you have the potential to be greater than you just were. You have to move on it. You got to manifest that. You can't do that. Talking about smuts all day. Playing in grippers all day? It's impossible. That ain't your potential. You didn't come here to do that. That's what you've been reduced to. There's a time and place for everything. For whatever fantasy, whatever sexual drive you got, there's a time and a place for it. Definitely isn't all day on social media. And it damn sure shouldn't come from people who claim to be conscious. Salute. Peace and power. I appreciate all my classroom assistants for holding it down. And I appreciate the class for allowing me to speak to you, to learn from you, to get educated from you, and to keep the class growing and pushing. Salute for the green screens. Salute and much appreciation for the super chat. We got no other place. We have absolutely no other place to go but growth. That's it.